Hello friends, welcome back to my channel MEO Exams. So friends, in this video we will see SOLAS and its various codes latest amendments which entered into force on or after 1st January 2020. So let's begin with this video. So friends, the first amendment is on the subdivision and damage stability. So basically this amendment came after this Costa Concordia incident, which is amending chapter 2 part 1 related to subdivision and stability. So this amendment amended the regulation on the required subdivision of the passenger ships to include their safety, as well as the regulations related to stability information to be provided to the ship's master, and also revised guidelines for the watertight doors on the passenger ships which may be opened during navigation. So this is the amendment on subdivision and damage stability for the passenger ships. Then the second amendment is on the planning for the evacuation on the cruise ships. So this is for the passenger ships carrying more than 36 passengers, and as per this amendment, this evacuation analysis to be implemented in the earlier design process for the passenger ships. Then this analysis should use to identify and eliminate as far as practicable congestions which may develop during amendment of the amendment of the ship. Then in addition, the analysis should also demonstrate the escape arrangement, that they are sufficiently flexible to provide for the possibility that certain escape route may not be certain escape routes, this assembly stations, embarkation stations, or survival craft may not be available as a result of casualty. So these things should be taken into consideration for doing the analysis for the evacuation process during amendment process. Now the third amendment is on the SOLAS regulation 2 part 2, which is about the this amendment provide the definition for the vessel carriers, and also provides on the fire safety requirements for the cargo space, which are containing vehicles with fuel in their tanks for their own propulsion, and especially vehicles which do not use their own propulsion within the cargo space. So this amendment is for the vehicle carriers, and for the firefighting requirements for the vehicle space in which the vehicles are having fuel in their fuel tanks for their own propulsion, and the vehicles which do not use their own propulsion in the cargo space. Then again the amendment on the regulation 2 part 2 to clarify the requirement for the fire integrity of the window on the passenger ships which are carrying not more than 36 passengers, and on special purpose ships not more than 60 passengers, more than 60 passengers but not more than 240 passengers on board. So basically this talks about fire integrity of the windows on the passenger ships which are carrying not more than 36 passengers, but in special purpose ships not more than 240 passengers. Then again on the regulation 2 part 1 for the existing passenger ships, this master should be provided with computer stability support in case of flooding. So this is the amendment for existing passenger ships. Then the amendment to SOLAS regulation 3, which is on the lifeboat maintenance and preventing accidents with lifeboat. So this amendment basically requires the requirements for the maintenance, thorough examination, operational testing, overall and repair of the lifeboat and rescue boat, launching appliances and release gears. So this amendment basically sets uniform, safe and documented standards related to servicing of these appliances, and main intention is to ensure that the seafarers are confident that they can fully rely on these appliances or these equipments. That is the next amendment is on the SOLAS regulation 3, which is on the damage control drills for the passenger ships, to require such drills to take place on passenger ships from 2020. So basically, this damage control drills to be carried out on passenger ships from 2020. Then next amendment is on the satellite communication equipments. So as per amendment, this amendment is this chapter 4 of SOLAS is amended by this, which requires or which is this which provides this recognized mobile satellite service to be installed on the installed for the maritime distress and safety communication. So basically, previously for this maritime distress and safety communication, we used this Inmarsat device, but now we have this recognized mobile satellite service for this. So this thing is also amended on the appendices of this chapter 4 of SOLAS. So basically, this Inmarsat on the appendices is replaced by this recognized mobile service satellite services. Not only on SOLAS but also on the HSC code and this HSC, that is this international code for the safety of high speed craft. So SOLAS as well as on the HSC code, the appendices are amended for this Inmarsat, and it is replaced by recognized mobile satellite services. Then the next amendment is on the FSS code, that is the international code for the fire safety system, which is regarding the prevention of internal corrosion and clogging of the sprinkler systems. Now the next amendment to this code is that a new chapter of 17 is added or included in FSS code, which is providing the requirements for the helicopter facilities for the foam firefighting appliances. Then on the same code, FSS code, this also clarifying the distribution of crew in public spaces for calculating the width of the stairways. So these are the 3 amendments which took place on the FSS code. Then on the FTP code, that is the international code for the appliances for the fire test procedures, which is concerning the fire protection material and required approved test methods for the passenger ships and high speed craft. Now the next is on the IGC code. So basically, this IGC code is international code for the construction and equipment of the ship carrying liquefied gases in bulk. So as per this code, this is actually aligning the wheelhouse window fire rating requirement in which is there in IGC code with that of the SOLAS chapter 2 part 2. Now the next amendment is on the IMDG code. So this is also inlining the latest recommendation of the United Nations recommends on transport of dangerous goods. So basically, this is inlining the requirements or recommendations with the IMDG code. So this basically includes the new provisions regarding IMO type 9 tanks, then the set of new abbreviations for segregation group, then again the special provisions for carriage of lithium batteries and vehicles powered by flammable liquid or gases. So United Nations recommendations on these are in line with the IMDG code. Then as we know that this certificate of fitness is to be present as per IBC code, then IGC code, BCH code and EGC code, GC code. So the amendment is that the model form of this certificate should be clarifying the requirement for the approved loading and stability manual booklet. Basically, this booklet, loading and stability manual booklet, to be supplied to the ship under these codes. So this form should be modeled in such a way. So thank you friends, hope you have learned something from these amendments. Friends, no need to remember all the amendments, just focus on few important amendments which are in trend. Then you can answer this question very easily. So till then, take care, have fun.